What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 3 different crypto mining stocks at the request of Mr. Cow. We're going to talk about CleanSpark, Marathon, and IREN for you. So buckle up, you guys. Hit that like button, and let's get going. All right. CleanSpark took a bit of a dump, 15% down to start the week. Not a good look, man. Definitely not a good look. At this point in time, oh, man, look at that. We're right at the 382. I don't know. This could be somewhat of like a double bottom or a slightly lower low. This could be a turnaround area. Look at that. You're right at your 382, right at it. Perfect area. You filled this gap and that gap there. You're at a previous area of resistance, previous area of support, and support there. This would make perfect sense. I bet, dude, I bet you turn around. That's a bold call to make. I'm making the bold call, man. That's some bullish divergence that you got going on there, too. All it takes is one green day. You get a green day tomorrow, and likely you're going to at least see a move back up above $12 in a very, very short amount of time. And likely, I would think that momentum would carry you up, hopefully, above this 236. Hopefully we can get above. If we can't, dude, if we can't get above $13.30, I'm gonna be discouraged. It's okay. We can still find support at other levels, potentially. Maybe like right here instead. Who knows? But I would really hope we break above that. Because if we break above that, then we're back up to this area of the resistance zone. And then if we break above that, which I didn't even know was the 069. But look at that, all that resistance right there. So much respect on the 069. We break above that, and it's go time. It's go time to those price targets of like $40 or more, right? Probably by the end of the year. But it all depends on if we can form this bullish divergence. I don't think if we saw another day like we did yesterday, if we continue to drop, I don't think we'd have bullish divergence anymore. We could afford to go down a little bit, but we really need to turn the tide and see at least one green day or something that would suggest that this bullish divergence is there. We're not just going to take a deep dive, reject the 50, and take a deep dive, go lower in this trend of lower highs and lower lows on the RSI. And this would be the perfect area to turn around too. So if we go down a little bit lower, okay, I'm okay with that. I'm not going to sweat, right? Because you've got this true area of support right here. It's a little bit lower. Some resistance right there, kind of, but a little bit of resistance there. A little bit of support back here, a little bit of resistance where you're at, so support could be there. Just generally in this area, I'm just saying you could go lower and it would be okay, but you don't want to go too much lower. You don't want to negate this bullish divergence. You don't want to go, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, right? If it went all the way down here, it'd probably see some kind of nice bounce back up. But at this point in time, I'd be questioning how high it would go. Would it see new highs? And if it does see new highs, will it go as high as I'm expecting it to? Because that's a big move, going from all the way down there, like essentially the same low that you're at before and moving up like double. That's a pretty big move. I'm getting carried away with all these what ifs, man. All I'm calling for, to keep it concise, is that I think CleanSpark either has found its low or it's very, very close to it. And I like the idea of this being its low right here. But it's okay if it goes lower. But I do like the idea of this. If you wake up tomorrow and it's like this, watch it just like rip for the rest of the day. But I think this is the low, if not very, very soon. And we're going to start seeing this move back up, probably to this area of resistance up here at about $20. And then once we break 20, guys, it's onward to $40, maybe higher, probably higher. Yeah, so that's CleanSpark. Let's talk about Marathon now. Marathon Digital Holdings took a hell of a dump today as well. $8, man. Low to high, 61869 zone. Nice. That is a really good area to find support as well. Previous areas of support, right? Kind of in the zone as well. Literally like right at some gaps that were formed. Dude, I like it. I like it a lot. At your 35 line, that's like the new 40. The 35 is the new 40, man. People are finding support on that all the time. Look, you found support on it right back here. I'm not just making that up, right? The 55, or is that the 60? Oh, so I guess the 60 is still the 60. But yeah, 35 area kind of in there too. I don't know. You found support in this area before. The daily RSI could look really really structured well if you move up from here. And I like where you are on the fibs too. Weekly RSI is at the 40 area. It'd be a perfect area to turn around. Actually, if it was green, you wouldn't be there anyways. So never mind. Nix that, but whatever. I'm going to call for this to move up too, Marathon. And that makes sense. CleanSpark and Marathon tend to run together. Not like tit for tat on percentages, but generally in the same direction. Not respecting this fib too well. What about maybe it's this day? That's right at the 382. So I would say your next move, Marathon, is probably going to take you up to like, let's say 21.5, yeah, to 22.5, something like that. And that makes sense. That's kind of a previous area of resistance back here too. I'll delete the fib so you can see it. Come on now. right? Back there, previous areas of resistance right here and here, and even back here. So going to the 61869, that makes sense. 21.5 to $22.5. Yeah, I like that. That's probably where it's going to go next. And obviously, I think it's going to go higher, right? This is just a checkpoint on the way to this. I think just like how CleanSpark's going above $40, Marathon's at least going to 32, if not up to 40 as well. That's my thoughts. And that would probably happen by the end of the year as well. But just in the short term, 21.5, 22.5, over the weeks to come, days to come even, that's what I think you have to look forward to. That's Marathon. IREN. Watch it be at a key area of support too, man. We got 2 for 2. Can we get a third one? Let's go. Come on. Low to high. 61869. Perfect zone, baby. There we go. Right in it on either high. But I feel like, I guess this would be the high of the move, I guess. That's like the high of this, but whatever. I feel comfortable with that. Crowding the 0.5, or sorry, the 50 area on the RSI, but not seeing the oversold zone, and at least not yet. You know, maybe you could if you keep going down, but if you hold this area, that would look really bullish, man. If you can turn it around here, just like the rest of them, right? And beyond that, you got the 61869 holding a support, relatively speaking. If we're looking at, let's just say, I want to look at this one real quick. Kind of a distant one, but right at your 61869 zone there too. It's nice. This would call for a move that's at least to 1760, if not more likely 23 to $34, let's just say. Or higher. You could go above your 40s. 47 is possible as well. But at least 1760 is in the mix, at least there. But likely, I would think $23 or higher is probably where you would go. 690 now. There's probably other more relative fibs that we could draw. I was just looking at that one for funsies. Low to high, I guess, of the move, not the fake out high. 382618, baby, you're looking good. Yeah, if you hold support here, you could go just like CleanSpark and Marathon even. You could go a little bit lower. I wouldn't mind seeing you find support here. You're not really directly at the 618, right? You're pretty close to it, but not there. But you are directly in the 61869 zone on 2 other fibs that are somewhat relevant and I think significant for this thing. But you could go to 677, 617. Don't be scared if you do. A little bit of a drop there. If that isn't your low, you're very close to it, but that very well could be your low. And if it is, what you want to do is you want to get above $9.16. You get above there, and then likely, I mean, that would just really solidify this as your low and solidify this as a higher low. And that would get you set up for these targets that I was just talking about, which are anywhere from, what was it, like $20, 20-something bucks, $20 there, $28, potentially higher. Obviously, you do have potentially higher targets. And I know that it was based off of this fib back here, but I was expecting to see similar results, right? Same area, so $18 at a minimum, technically. But I would actually think $20 at a minimum would be what I'd more fairly say. And really, I'd be expecting the 23.5 zone personally, 23.5 to. Did I measure it wrong the first time? Did I measure it from a different one? I swear I measured it from that one, right? Did I measure it from this one? Let me look at it on the weekly. Sorry, I've got this all. I think I actually measured it from the weekly because the high, I was like, I swear the high was, the 2618 was at a $4 level, $40 level. Oh, I can't talk tonight, man. High, come on, get that high, get that low. We're in the low there. Nope. What was I thinking? I guess I'm wrong. Anyways, we'll just draw this one. High to low, get it back on the daily there. Set, I guess, $18 at a minimum, but really I'm expecting $23 to $34. 40. Why is it at 47 now? I swear I was just looking at that and it was at, I don't know, $47. I'd say $47 is the high. Am I crazy? Am I just delusional? Maybe I thought the 2272 was the 2618. Maybe I had that mixed up. I don't know. It was throwing me off. If anybody is confused as to what I'm confused about, don't worry about it. It's not that big of a deal. You don't need to understand that. It's not worth understanding. But the main thing that I'm trying to address is, yes, I do think you're going higher. I think that the next target area for you over the coming days, coming weeks, probably around $11 to like $13, somewhere in that zone. And then obviously you've got higher to go. I definitely do think you have higher targets to go. And it all starts here. Whether you find support here, exactly here, and you start moving up tomorrow, or you move down a little bit tomorrow and then you move up the next day, or even tomorrow after moving down but I would expect soon you are going to move up. So that's it. That's all I got to say. If you guys like the video, hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you very much. I got a little bit distracted there at the end, but I think I figured it out. So that's all that matters. Anyways, bye-bye.